where there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions offense will be first on the attack. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
He makes a catch.
Such a nice job at pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from, and all five guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Wide open downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a gift to Peoples. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore.
Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Penn State 7, Illinois 0.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Illinois' offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Caden Hauser. Still a lot of upside for this quarterback, and they're hoping he can reach his potential. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. And he'll be brought down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's got it. He gets a block. Busts through behind his pad. And there he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Special teams proving to be special.
And kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And tackled there by the defense.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Back to throw, it's Hauser. Fires left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He wants to change this route. Looking for space. It's Hansen. Turning it on. They get him on the ground. And boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about...
Makes a grab and room to run. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And he tacks on the extra point. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. On the ground, it's Hansen. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires it incomplete.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football. But when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Takes the easy throw in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on third down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. Fourth, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Takes a handoff. It's Hansen. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. Trying to buy time. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up.
There's a crease. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm not changing a thing. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing because this defense has had zero answers.
In the red area, it's Peoples. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
To the air, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up.
Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Valentine. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed behind the line. It's Valentine. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Motion from the wide receiver. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Here's a heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
All kinds finds a room to throw that one in there. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. To throw, it's Beck. Takes the easy one to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Trying the left side. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with the Mississippi State Bulldogs taking on the number 17 team, the Auburn Tigers.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the tackle was made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. They boot it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. On the run, it's Hansen. There he goes. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Might as well give it to him again. Makes a man miss. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will...
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. First and goal, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on first and goal. Off play action. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. possession. That they did on that possession.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a ball.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, here on the Penn State sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Clement. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Wants to throw it again, and why not? Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack.
Ready, go!
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Makes the catch, it's Dixon. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It
breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Fires to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Beck. Gonna take a shot. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender. No idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. To the air on 2nd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Handoff, Peoples running left. Still running at the 40. Found a seam on the left. Touchdown, Penn State! Rolled his way into the end zone. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. Nowhere to go on that one. Second and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Boyd. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive.
Turning it on! He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17.
Wide 80. Go.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Off the play fake. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Oh, he's got a chance. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. This quarterback part of their running game. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down. They'll go with Peoples. There's some room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Martin. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for